The easiest, fastest, and quickest ways to grind Dragon Stones here on Global Dokkan before the start of the anniversary, which by the way, takes place in a little less than 3 weeks. So you do have a lot of time to go over everything I'm going to mention in this video. I wanted to record this giving you as much time as possible. I will say, thank you for being here, by the way. Hopefully you're having a great day. And I do owe everyone a really quick push-up challenge or subscriber challenge before we actually start the video. So please, really quickly, log into the game and take a look at your stamina bar. If your stamina bar is less than halfway, that means you passed today. You have to do no push-ups. You don't have to subscribe if you're new. You're good, all right? Thank you for grinding on the game, and I will try and catch you lacking on the next one. Stay tuned for that one. However, if your stamina bar is currently more than halfway, that means you got caught lacking. I don't think you're grinding hard enough, my man. So unfortunately, if you're not subscribed, you got caught lacking today, you got to subscribe to the channel. It is what it is. Road to 6K. Thank you for that. Or if you are already subscribed, drop down and give me 6 push-ups. Do better next time, all right? I appreciate you. I'm speaking too fast. Let's actually hop into this video. So, first things first, obviously this video is tailored more towards players who are either returning or players who are literally just starting, you know, their Dokkan journey and don't really know where to go or where to first grind the, you know, easiest amount of Dragon Stones or quickest or most amount of Dragon Stones. So I'll tell you right now, the fastest way and the easiest way to grind Dragon Stones first, like step number 1, I guess you can say, would be the Quest Dokkan story mode right here. This is this button right here. There's literally tons and tons and tons of stages. I haven't completed this one yet because there's going to be many things in this video actually that you'll see I haven't completed. I'm waiting to do it on stream, so don't get me in the comments for that. But all of these areas here have a lot of individual stages, and each one of those to give Dragon Stones per difficulty. So this is the best place for you to start grinding your Dragon Stones right now. I believe there's over 600 free-to-play Dragon Stones you can grind by just going through this quest mode, and it's not difficult at all. Sometimes it's a little bit tedious, but I'm telling you, it is one of the quickest ways to grind Dragon Stones if you are literally a beginner, or if you're returning to Dokkan. Keep in mind that I know you may be thinking, oh, I already finished the quest mode. No, you finished it back when there was only 27 areas. There is now, let me see. Yeah, there's now area 28, 29, and 30, and there's more on JP, so more coming soon to Global Dokkan as well. There's more areas for you to grind, which means more Dragon Stones for you to grind as well. Get the quest mode done. If you have a better team, I mean, I guess if you have a better team, you should be doing this anyways. However, step number 2, or another way to get Dragon Stones really easily, would be through the Dragon Ball story event up here. Now, this is something Dokkan added somewhat recently, and it's really just revamped story events that are here permanently instead of going away every single, you know, celebration, whatever the case is. So we have Dragon Ball Z, we have GT, we have the movies, and we have OG Dragon Ball, and each one of these have their own, you know, little events. So when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, we have these 2 events, and you can go through again and beat all the stages and earn all of these Dragon Stones. Now, you may have beaten this event, the story event, originally when it was first, you know, introduced as just a regular story event that goes away with every celebration. But since they added it here, they actually revamped it, and you can actually clear it again to earn those Dragon Stones again. So here, it is 2 difficulties, 1 Dragon Stone per difficulty, and we have 12 different, that's 24 Dragon Stones just in this one alone, right? And then same case with this one, 8 stages. There's going to be a total of what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I'm counting each star, by the way, 11, 13, 14 Dragon Stones for you to get right there. Each star is a difficulty, and again, each difficulty gives you 1 Dragon Stone per clear. And plus, there's also missions associated with these events that also give you more Dragon Stones. So there's a lot of Dragon Stones to be had in the Dragon Ball story here. We have Dragon Ball Z, again, we have GT, which has its own events. We have the movies, which has quite a few events, I believe, yep. And then we also have, again, Dragon Ball, which just got added recently to Global. And again, there's more missions for me to do here. Which, again, look at that. So another Dragon Stone I can actually earn right there. So again, hopping in here, completing all of these stages, and then clicking on the mission tab to see what else you need to do to earn even more Dragon Stones is what I highly recommend for you to do. These are not difficult stages by any means, so just keep that in mind. And I will say, some of these missions require you to have you know, specific characters to complete the specific mission, don't worry about those. Your only goal is just to clear these stages. If you can clear these specific missions, like, you know, run a specific category character, whatever, if you can do it, cool. If you can't, it doesn't matter, move on. There's more ways to grind Dragonstones. Moving on to the next place, click on Start, click on Event, and then boom, we have, again, the regular story events right here. So regular story events are literally what I just showed you before, except those are permanent. These are not permanent. These are coming and going every single day or every single celebration. And again, a lot of these have Dragonstones, as you already know, right? So each little story event has its own little stage or stages and missions and there's a lot to do, a lot of missions, a lot of Dragonstones to get, with each one of these story events. So go through, clear every single stage, do the missions you want to do, and call it a day. If some mission takes you too long, don't worry about it. Focus on the quickest and easiest ways for you to get the Dragonstones first. Quest mode, Dragon Ball story, and then the story events. And if you got all that done, then you're good to go. I will say that these Super Strike events, if you are joining the game back after quite a long time, you'll probably remember, I can't speak English, dude. You will probably remember, these OG Super Strike events here. They've actually been revamping these. Let me speak slowly because I don't know why I'm so excited for no reason. You know what? I'm excited because I want you to get Dragonstones. That's exactly why. I want you to farm these stones and then come through the stream and have a lot of luck during the anniversary. So I'm sorry if I'm missing over or tripping over my words. I'm excited for you. Okay, cool. Anyway, so there's a lot of revamped Super Strike events, and each revamped Super Strike event, which by the way has introduced awakenings and easy A's for these characters, each of them have over 20 Dragonstones for you to farm. So 20, I mean, this one, Vegeta got his awakening recently on JP, not on global yet, but 20 Dragonstones here, 20 here, 20 Dragonstones there, 20 here, 20 there, 20 there. Chill is not yet awakened and easy 8 yet, so we're not talking about that, but 20 Dragonstones right here. So just in story events alone, there's like probably over 200 Dragonstones for you to earn right here. Again, might take a little bit of time, but just go through, clear all the stages, and move on. The next place I really want you to focus on, again, there's a lot of things that are not complete here. Don't worry about them. I'm completing them on stream. Please leave me alone. The next thing I wanted to talk about really quick is Boss Rush. Boss Rush is an event where you literally just take on all Dokkan event characters, as you guys can see from the list of missions here. But like literally beating it, 5 stones, 10, 20, 30, 30, 30, 35, 30, like it's a lot. There's a lot of Dragonstones here. And to really put it in perspective for you, we can actually go to event in our mission, scroll all the way down, and take a look at how many Dragonstones exactly Boss Rush gives. 580 Dragonstones are available from completing all of those Boss Rush stages. It is a lot of stones, and it's relatively easy. There are free-to-play teams who can probably burn through all of those stages. So again, if you're returning, you probably already have a decent enough team to go through and beat all of these events or all those stages, get each one done. A lot of Dragonstones there. And then of course we do have infinite Dragon Ball History. It's kind of similar to Boss Rush, but not really. It's just, you know, there's specific stages, and you just got to go through the stages. Some of these events are actually fairly difficult. They're not like super difficult. You can burn through this with a pretty strong team. You may not clear all of the missions though. A lot of the missions do require specific teams and specific characters here and there. Don't worry about those. Just complete what you can complete and move on. If you can complete it, sure. Some of them are like, you know, use 3 Earthling characters, use 3 this, use 3 that. And it gets a little bit challenging at that point. But again, if you're returning, if you're new, don't worry about that. Just clear the stages you can clear and move on. I promise it's not really that big of a deal. Just clear what you can clear and move on. So Infinite Dragon Ball History, we do have things like, again, Boss Rush. We do have all the story events. We have the quest mode. We have the Dragon Ball story mode. It's a lot of ways to farm Dragonstones, and surprisingly, we're not done. If you have any easy A's you haven't done yet, this would be a perfect time for you to do so. And keep in mind that as Dokkan has progressed over the years, a lot of these OG easy A's aren't really as hard as they used to be. You know, keeping in mind that at least you've gotten a few new characters, right? So let's say, for example, you used to really struggle with this Broly EZA or this EZA right here, and you've acquired some characters recently over the last few months, you may be able to go back in and complete these EZA stages up to 30 to get all those Dragon Stones, right? So again, this is a perfect opportunity for you to do so. I will also mention that last year, throughout the 7th anniversary, they introduced an all-star EZA, which gives, I believe it's 277 Dragon Stones if you can complete everything up to stage 999. It's right here. I have not done a single stage yet. I'm waiting to do a 24-hour stream on it, so leave me alone. But again, Dokkan All-Stars, 999 stages, and it does give you 277 Dragon Stones if you can complete everything. The first few hundred stages are not really that difficult, but of course, as you know, you go on, you're going to need specific teams and specific categories to go ahead and beat it. It's not super beginner friendly past like stage 400 or something like that, but the first 200 stages can give you a decent amount of Dragon Stones. It's better than absolutely nothing, right? But again, this is not something you should focus on if you still have boss rush stages to do, or quest mode stages to do, or you know, Dragon Ball story stages to do, things like that, or things of that nature, okay? And then again, we have things like the legendary Goku event, or the legendary, if I can find it, these events should really be together. The legendary GT version of the legendary Goku event, or even the legendary Vegeta event. The way these events work is you literally just hop into a fight. These are not the easiest fights of all time, but if you have some decent characters, you can probably burn through it. And then they require you to have specific categories. As you guys can tell, right, as we go through this video, the events I'm showing you are slowly more difficult and more difficult to complete. Quest mode is the easiest thing to complete, but now we're entering the territory where these events aren't the easiest to complete, but there's still options for you if you still need to grind some more Dragon Stones. But easily, look, let me go back here and show you this, right? If I go to events, again, go to Boss Rush, gives you 580, but even Infinite Dragon Ball History itself is giving what? Let me see here. Is giving Infinite Dragon Ball History. Where is it? Infinite Dragon Ball History has, yeah, look at that, 640 Dragon Stones, right? 500, there's just over 1,000 Dragon Stones in just those two events right there. There is so much stuff for you to grind, and if you feel like some other stages or some other events are super hard, what you can do is click over Mission, go to Event, and you can literally see what you have and haven't completed yet. So if I scroll down, you will see some of the things say success. Success, that means I've cleared, every single mission within these specific events, or within these specific, you know, mission sets, if you will. But a lot of other ones I have here don't say success, which means there's more things I can do here. So for example, I can click on this one right here. It says clear any stage under special conditions 3 times. So that's 1 Dragon Stone there. Complete all of these missions here. That's 3 Dragon Stones there. So if you need Dragon Stones, you can go through this list, this event list, and see what things you can still do to get Dragon Stones, and then do the easiest one, and then just cherry pick them. Like, okay, this one is pretty easy, I'll do this one. Oh, this one's pretty easy, okay, I'll do that one. Oh, this one's pretty easy, okay, I'll do that one. Obviously, Red Zone isn't easy, I'm just showing you as an example, right? So go through, cherry pick the missions that you feel like are the easiest to complete from all the ones that don't say success on them, and then go ahead and get them done. But this is, of course, after you've completed Boss Rush. You've completed everything you can do in terms of EZAs, Infinite Dragon Ball History, again, I think I said EZAs already, right? What's it called? Quest mode, Dragon Ball story mode, all the story events, stuff like that. There's literally so many ways to farm Dragon Stones in Dokkan. It's actually kind of crazy how many stones you can farm. Of course, it takes a little bit of dedication, especially if you're completely new to the game, which it's definitely understandable. You won't be able to complete all of this stuff, but again, there's still a lot of Dragon Stones on the table, and the harder you grind, the faster you grind, the more you're going to be able to achieve, and the more you're going to be able to earn before the start of the anniversary. I really messed up my words in this video, but you know what? I don't care. I'm excited for you, okay? My English has always been pretty trash. It is what it is. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any specific questions, comments, concerns in the comments. I would love to go through and help you out with anything that you are still curious about. And I wish you nothing but the best of luck. We will be streaming our summons for the anniversary. I really want to see you there because I want everyone to share the luck like we've done in previous years. So hopefully I'll see you there. Take care. Please have a great rest of your day, and peace.